All right, guys, I wanted to show you today this Phillips deadbolt. I'm going to show you what comes in the box, how to install it, as well as the features that you can access through the app. So this might be good for you if you're looking for all sorts of various ways to be able to lock and unlock your door, including a keypad, fingerprint, even physical keys, as well as access through the app. You can also use this with Amazon Alexa and Google Home. And everything that you need does come in the box, including the batteries. The only thing that you really need to provide would be a screwdriver or a power drill. All right, so to get started, of course, you just want to remove your old lock if you already have an existing lock. Once that's out of the way, the first thing you want to install would be the strike plate. Now, I'm actually just going to go ahead and keep the old one there because it works just fine. All right, so once you have your strike plate installed, go ahead and install the latch next. That's as easy as sticking it in here, and then you will secure it in place with the 2 screws on the sides there. So next you're going to take the exterior assembly, the part with the keypad and fingerprint, and you're just going to stick this tailpiece through the slot in that latch right in the middle and just route this right below the latch, the wire. All right, and that should be able to hold itself up for now. And next you're going to take the mounting plate, which is the back part of the interior assembly, and then you're going to take the tailpiece, route it through that circle in the middle, and then the wire through that slit there. And then you'll see 2 holes to the sides of the tailpiece, and that's how you're going to attach this guy to the outside part. Again, screws are provided, so you just need to screw it in. All right, once that's in place, you'll go ahead and take the interior assembly, stick that tailpiece through the blue part right there, and then you will go ahead and connect the wire. So you'll see a slot for the wire to go inside, and then go ahead and stick the tailpiece in. All right, and you can quickly check just to make sure everything's working just fine. So it looks like it is. And then the last thing you want to do, there's going to be a cover over the battery, so you can just remove that. And then what you'll see are 2 holes in there. And that's how you're going to secure this interior assembly to the mounting plate. So go ahead and screw that in next. All right, and last but not least, go ahead and insert the batteries. And now you're basically ready to download the app to be able to set up your fingerprints and key code. So let's take a look at that next. All right, guys, so once you have the app downloaded, you'll see here it's very simple and intuitive. Right in the middle there, you can click on that lock icon and you can lock or unlock. Right below, you'll see 3 items. So the first one will be activities, and this is just going to be a history of when the lock was locked or unlocked and the method that was used. Next to that, you'll see pin code, and as you may guess, this is how you're going to add pin codes. You can click on that plus sign there at the bottom, and this is pretty cool. You can make it permanent for people like family members, recurring for people that may be coming in and out for a short period of time, and then you can set duration for a temporary use, and then one-time use for people like repairman and stuff like that. And then next to pin code on the home screen, you can add fingerprints, and I'll have you press on the fingerprint circle 8 times to be able to register that fingerprint. All right, and then to adjust the settings, you click on that gear icon at the top right. And there you can change the device name at the very top. You can turn auto lock on or off. Now there is actually a door sensor that comes in the package, so if you want to use that, you can just screw that into the wall and the lock will know if the door is ajar or open. Now there's also the away mode option, so this is going to trigger an alarm if the mechanical key or the thumb turn is used. It's also going to disable any user pins, so only the master pin, the main pin, can be used. Sound settings, this is how you're going to turn on and off the lock sound. You can change the device language here. You can change that master pin that we were talking about here. And then privacy mode, so basically you press the circle at the top right of the thumb turn for 3 seconds, and that makes it so that the physical key, the thumb turn, and the master pin are the only ways to unlock. And then below all that is the device information and the support information. All right, so I just wanted to physically demonstrate all the ways to lock and unlock this thing. So let's start with a very basic physical key. So you can actually just flip this open like that, and that's how you're gonna access the keyhole. Looks like it works just fine. All right, of course you have the keypad there, so you can just tap on the screen and that'll light up the keys, which is really nice. In the dark, you'll be able to see it. Very quick, very responsive. All right, now let's test out the fingerprint. Nice and quick. We already saw the app, and again, you can use this with Amazon Alexa and Google Home. As far as locking, of course, there's that thumb turn inside, and then there's the auto lock function, and then anytime it's unlocked, you can just hold any key for 2 seconds, and that'll lock it up. You can actually even just press the fingerprint option again, and that'll lock it. All right, so I hope that helps you decide whether this is going to be right for you today, but definitely check it out. Lots of different options. You can use it with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, so definitely check it out today.